Hello, everyone, or
Hey, Rob.
anyone, or no one. I'm here with Mike. Um,
Hello.
do a little preview, doing an auction Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Do the math wherever else you are. Have lots of good stuff, mostly jazz. Here's one non jazz record. If anyone's interested, I have the Scorpions in Trance. This is a 1976 US pressing. So I have that. Okay. I have a few non jazz somewhere in the middle, but let's get to the meat of what I got. I'll show practically mostly what I'll have ready, but probably half of what I'll have, which is a lot. Okay. So I have several Hemet Blewett records on. This is on Black Saint,
Oh yeah,
Resolution. This is
yes,
with Don Pullen, Fred
yeah,
Hopkins, Billy Hart, and Don Moyle.
yeah,
Excellent record. I have this, but I
yeah,
have another copy of it. So you like Hemet Blewett, right?
yeah. He's a great player. He usually plays baritone, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he does.
Right?
And these are more. He's known for free jazzy, but this is quirky straight jazz. I think
It's
it's
pretty. Yeah, but it's pretty fiery too.
yeah. He's playing fiery on his. So this is another one, EBU, and on this record, he's with John Hicks, Fred Hopkins, and Marvin Smitty Smith. It's really good. Okay. I found this Enya pressing of George Adams and Hannibal Smith. This or Hannibal Peterson. What am I saying? Hannibal. John Schofield's on here. Ron Burton, Walter Scottmacher. So this is really nice from 1984. I have a sealed copy of Donald Fagen's The Nightfly. Sealed. An original US sealed. I don't know what pressing because it's sealed. This is a good one. This is Gilberto. Let me take that out. Ambroso. This is really good from 1977 on Warner Brothers, and a ton of people are on this. Not really. But this is a very popular album. Very demanded. I have this Max Roach 4 on Mercury.
Okay. Is that a reissue of another title, or is that the original cover?
It plays the Chicago scene. I think this is original.
Okay.
And this is
Yeah, he did a number of titles for Mercury.
So this is Eddie Baker, Bob Cruikshank, George Coleman, and Booker Little.
Yeah, yeah, cool.
I'm since the OJC's the current version of its reissuing, I have an original OJC of Kenny Drew Trio.
I'll take
very
it.
Nice, very clean.
I'll give you $20.
Well, it's coming out. What do you want? Very in demand Gabar Zasbo on Sky Records, the one he co-founded with Gary McFarlane. And
look at that gloss on that jacket. That looks like a nice jacket.
Yeah, but this is reissued a lot, but this is original pressing. This is a sealed copy of this Monk's Miracles. So what this was, I think it was exclusively available through the Columbia Record and Tape Club or Record Club at the time. This isn't sealed. I'm sorry. This is not sealed, but it's in very good condition. Oh, wait, it is sealed. Here's my mistake. It's sealed in the original plastic. So cool. It has not been opened. So at least Columbia Records came sealed in plastic like this. So it is sealed.
Cool.
So, all right.
So will you be shipping?
Huh?
Rob, will you be shipping to the UK? Craig's here from Analog October.
You know what? I'm finding that depending on how much it costs, it seems though I mailed to Rich.
Me too. How much did it cost you?
I sent it to that moron Rich, and it got there in less than a week.
How much? So I sent him records too, and it was like $32 to send.
But Craig has a U.S. address too. So,
okay.
I have an original. This just got reissued, but I have an original Blackbird City Life. It had a little hint of noise. I have a 1977 pressing of Giant Steps.
Nice. Great
Sounds
album.
really nice.
Yep.
I have a 1967 Hollywood pressing of Nina Simone Sings the Blues. And there you go. I have a couple of Vince Guaraldi albums. This Jazz Impressions is a 1975 reissue. I have not easy to find. He did 3 records for Warner Brothers that my friend at Omnivore only issued on CD. This is one of them. The Electric of Vince Guaraldi. Huh?
Eclectic.
So this one is not easy to find. This is a kick-ass McCoy Tyner album, a Milestone. I'm not even pronouncing that one. Bobby Hutcherson, Gary Bartz, Ozar Lawrence, John Stubblefield, Buster Williams, Billy Hart, Mutume, and Guillermo Del Franco.
Very nice.
Not Del Franco, Franco. I have this Anthony Braxton for orchestras. It's a 3 LP set, DJ copy, that's very clean and very nice line sleeves. This came out on Arista in 1978. All right, since I got the Strata East reissue, I have the separate of the Charles Tulliver. So I have an OG copy of Volume 1, nice. And I have like a late 90s, maybe early 2000s reissue of Volume 2. I'll do those together, okay? Be quiet, Norman. I have probably this is 1967 pressing of McCoy Tyner. It's the Impulse ABC label.
Oh, I want that.
This
I have the. Let's see.
So this version is Thad Jones, Frank Strolzer, John Gilmore, Butch Warren, Jimmy Garrison, Elvin Jones, and Tootie Heath. This is a very good record.
That's a hard record to find. That's not a cheap record.
No, it's not cheap. In fact, I have an OG, and then this is so clean, and it has Van Gelder stereo in the dead wax.
I have a clean neon label, and it sounds very good.
This is Van Gelder in the dead wax. Kick-ass record, very clean. I have 2 Last Exit records. Sonny Schrock, Peter Brotzman, Bill Laswell.
I could use that.
Ronald Shannon Jackson. I have 2. On Inja, I have this live album, Live in Tokyo, with Albert Mangelsdorf and the rest of these guys, who I won't mangle their names, on Inja. All right, this is a really good record right here, guys. So this Charles Sullivan Genesis, this is on Inner City, but it originally came out on Strata East. So the Strata East one is very expensive. This is a 78 reissue, 76 reissue. I think 2 years later, either a year or 2 later. This is a very good record. I have it. You got Sonny Fortune, Stanley Cowell, Billy Hart. This is a Lawrence Killian, Dee Bridgewater singing. This is a very good record.
Cool.
I have a bunch of Blue Note reissues. This was an 80 series. I have a classic, or that was an 80, I think. And the classic. So I have 3 of those. I have, this is a good record, the Joe Harriet Quintet. And it came out, it's from the 60s. Part of that Dimensions in Jazz. Ooh, gotta take that price sticker off. But this is a good record. He's avant-garde British free jazz guy. I have a couple of these Blue Note twofers. This is probably one of the most in-demand ones. I think both of these came out in various versions of CDs. Maybe it's in the Andrew Hill Mosaic CD box, but this is the only way on vinyl so far to get both of these. And they're kick-ass. They're the two things. You got Benny Maupin from 1970. Benny Maupin, Pat Patrick, who I think was Pat Patrick in Sun Ra, Charles Tolliver, Ron Carter, and Ben Riley. And then the next one's from 69. It's Benny Maupin, Ron Carter, and Freddie Waits. And there's a string section on it too. Very good twofer. Probably one of the better of the twofer. Then I also have Hypnosis, Jackie McLean. And I know one of them came out in Japan on vinyl, Hypnosis. The two sessions are from 62. Jackie McLean, Kenny Dorham, Sonny Clark, Butch Warren, and Billy Higgins. And then the second one's from 67. Jackie McLean, Gretchen Moncour, Lamont Johnson, Scotty Holt, and Billy Higgins. Very good if you do not have this. I have to determine, this is a Liberty pressing, but I think this came out as a Liberty. One of my probably my favorite, Horace Silver, Cape Verde Blues, and this has very nice copy with Van Gelder and the Deadlocks. Okay, next, this came out earlier this year as a Tone Poet, or last year, but I have the original Taro.
Yeah,
here, it's still in the shrink, very beautiful.
Nice.
Vinyl Me Please reissue of the Freddie Roach, Brown Sugar. Very good job on that. I have a White Bee, Bout Soul, Jackie McLean. This is with Woody Shaw, Gretchen Moncour, Lamont Johnson, Scotty Holt, Rashid Ali, and Barbara Simmons. And this particular White Bee has Van Gelder and the Deadlocks. He is there. This is still in the shrink and has a hole punch. Okay.
Bob, I looked up that Cape Verdean Blues, and the original came out in 65, so it is
transition.
But that Liberty's going to sound great.
Yeah. Let's Van Gelder. All right, so I have this box, The Great Concert of Cecil Taylor. This is the American version. I believe the original version, it might be French, but this came out in 77. So this is a 3 LP from a live show with Sam Rivers, Jimmy Lyons, and Andrew Sorrell. And then Cecil Taylor. Kick-ass 3 LP.
No bass player on that?
No.
Interesting.
So this is from a concert in 1969 in Paris.
Cool.
I forget which label originally put this out. But listen, Norman, the heckling is not appreciated. I have 2 Dave Burrell. I'm a bundle with 2 Dave Burrell records. This is on Hat Hut. This is solo, 2 LP solo Dave Burrell, free jazz avant-garde guy, and then another 2 LP from Heirs to Freedom. But this is him with let me take this out.
I don't know who Dave Burrell is. What does he play?
Piano.
Okay.
So on this one, it's Norris Jones, who's known as Saran, and Sonny Murray.
Wow.
Then on one LP. The second LP is Saran, Bobby Cap, Pharaoh Sanders on tambourine, a rare Pharaoh Sanders on tambourine.
Which one's the trio?
This one, Heirs to Freedom.
Oh, that looks cool.
2 LP. This How 1, How 2.
Pretty much anything with Sonny Murray you should pick up. Isn't that the rule?
Yeah, and Dave Burrell's good. He's a free jazzy avant-garde guy.
I feel like him and who's the other drummer that played with Don Pullen? Milford Graves. Sonny Murray and Milford Graves. Pretty much anything with them, just pick it up.
So I'll do both these together. I have an 80s Italian reissue of Bells, Albert Eiler. It's only one-sided record. It's only recorded on one side.
Does it have what's on the other side? Is it just completely blank?
Yeah, it's just not.
There's no etching or anything?
No etching. Even on the original. I picked up an original That's an 80s, early 80s reissue.
Cool.
Who's Ron? Who's Ron? Or is your old stibbly fingers? Okay. Do you know what's big about this record? Charles Ireland, Intensity?
That hat.
It is the last recordings of Lee Morgan.
Oh, yes. I think I remember you saying that before.
Kick-ass record. This one, I will say, Van Gelder and the Dead Wax. This plays fine. It was flattened for me by somebody. So, but all right. I found another copy. This is a hard to find record. This is the Rennie McLean Sextet. Watch out on Inner City. Originally came out on Steeplechase. Hard to find record. Kick-ass record. If you've never, Buster Williams is on here, and Nathan Page and Hubert Eves. This is a kick-ass record. Hard to find.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's not one copy available on Discogs in the United States.
And Rom will tell you this. Okay. I have this Ornette Coleman. Soap Suds. This is on the Artist House label. It has the brochure or the booklet right there. And it's just him and Charlie Hayden.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I think Dave picked that up recently.
I have it. I like, if I find a record I like, I'll find it. This is Cleveland Eden, Plenty Good Eden. This is Black Jazz, but this is not part of that Real Gone Black Jazz reissue. This is a Black Jazz reissue from this is a reissue. I have to place it. Who did it? Very clean. So this is a reissue. I think it's from 10 years ago. So this is more funk soul than it is jazz. Okay. I found some more Brian Eno with John Hassel. And then I actually found his brother, Roger Eno. So I'll bundle these together. Okay. This is a kick-ass record, Shelly Mann, 234. This is a Alto reissue. That's a German audiophile reissue label. I think was around before a lot of these audiophile reissue labels. This is from 1998. Bernie Grubman did the remastering. And this is a kick-ass record.
Well, I'm sorry. What was the name of the reissue? Alto. That's
Alto.
Do you know this? Do you know who is that? That is essentially Classic Records in Europe. So it's Michael Hobson's partner at Classic Records. I think went to Europe, and he has his own reissue campaign. I don't know if did they press them there. What's the deal with them?
Yeah, it's pressed in Germany.
Okay.
This is a very demand record if you haven't seen it. I think it's kind of on the low end, but people know how kick-ass this is. This is Shelly Mann, Mankind on Mainstream. Kind of a funky record for Shelly Mann. Kind of unusual for him. From 1972. So I have a copy of that.
Well, who's on it with him? Anybody?
Not a lot of guys I know of. Yeah. Do you know any of these guys?
No.
But this is a funky record. I have it. It's good. And again, it's like one of those records you can never really find. All right, I have some Vinyl Me Please. I have a Vinyl Me Please reissue. I think this is the most valuable record in my collection. I have an original of this. But this is a good record. Vinyl Me Please reissued this.
Wait, who's in that? Who does he play with on that?
It's three guys. It's him, Baal Rahman, and William Henry Allen. Just a trio.
Okay.
All right, guys, sit back. I found one of these sealed. Relax. Mike looks like a very snooty teacher right now. All right. So I found the Quiet Kenny mono that came out for Record Store Day.
Yeah.
2021.
Oh yeah.
This is sealed. Okay.
I have that. That's good.
I have it too. I have a Japanese pressing of Motionly, and this is a kick-ass record. It's him, Elvin Jones, and Sonny Dallas. This is part of that Verve reissue series that they did in Japan. That's when this came out, and it's a really good record. This, I think people will. Quiet, Rob. I think people will want this. I already have it. This is it's a horrible cover where Herbie Nichols and Monk are burning, but it's Roswell Rudd, Steve Lacy, and the rest of these guys. Regeneration on Soul Note, and they're playing the music of Herbie Nichols and Monk. Okay,
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah. All right. These we're coming up on the last I have to show, but I found a copy of the Nathan Davis Happy Girl that came out for Record Store Day, so I found this for very cheap. Pass along at cheap. All right. This is kick ass. So this is a reissue. I found it's from this Goodfellas who did reissues. I don't know. Yeah, 2019. This is a good reissue. It's a cheesy logo, but it sounds really good. So this is called the Sonny Clark Memorial Quartet. I think Chris Thomas turned me onto this, Voodoo, and it's basically John Zorn with Ray Drummond, Wayne Horvitz, and Bobby Privetti. This is very good. If you don't know this record, it kicks ass. So John Zorn.
I think originals are pretty expensive.
Right. I found an original on the cheap end of what it goes for, but this reissue is very good. Sounds very good.
Yeah, in the United States, it starts at $60
for the original. What is
for the original?
This reissue, though, I think is probably a $25 record, something like that. Okay, here's some good shit, people. Watch this. Art Ensemble of Chicago, People in Sorrow.
Now that is a cool record.
It's cool. I found the original US pressing, the Nessa. It originally came out in France. The Nessa.
Oh, yeah. No, I have the Nessa.
So there's several different cuts. See how Mike's is different?
Oh, yeah.
I can pull out the original is all yellow. You can't even read the back. So I'm keeping that one.
Yeah, Nessa's labels, they seem to have just like swapped colors just randomly.
Yeah, but even the original one is kind of not very legible. I don't know what the thought was with that one.
But this is a really good art ensemble record.
Yeah, it's not crazy free jazz. No, it's like ambient experimental. That's what it is.
Yeah. It's really good.
All right. So I have on Delmark Joseph Jarman Song 4 volume. It's series volume 2. I don't know what that is, but this came out. I think it has there's a different cover for this one, but this is him with William Bremford, Fred Anderson, Christopher Gaddy, Charles Clark, Steve McCall on drums, and Thurman Baker. Very good record. So that'll be in the auction. All right. I found a copy of David Murray, Children, on Soul Note.
Okay, who's on that with him, or is it solo?
No, it's him, Lenny Plaxico, and Marvin Smitty Smith trio. Okay. This I found sealed is Eric Dolphy Out There. It was put out by Vinyl Me Please on colored vinyl, black and red swirl. But cool. I believe the source of this is probably that standard OJC that they had. That was probably done like in the early 90s, late 80s. Yeah, but it's this Vinyl Me Please, and this is sealed. I think it's from Vinyl Me Please put this out in 2019. All right, and then finally two uh, Superior Viaduct reissues. Okay, and I just learned something about these Superior Viaduct reissues. So I have Cosmic Music using the original cover, but Superior Viaduct did their own labels. I found out that these covers that Superior Viaduct used are Stoughton. I didn't know they were Stoughton jackets.
Nice.
So they're that, I would say they were nice and hard.
So that record was reissued on Impulse with this cover. And this
I have that one.
And then it also has the John Coltrane little records logo to that was what Alice set up after he died.
Yeah, I think this is 2017 this came out.
But I think the story is that his music was under contract with Impulse still, and I guess that was recorded during that contract, so they were just like, stop putting that out and we'll put it out for you on Impulse.
Okay.
And yeah, that's why it has a different cover.
So this is another Superior Viaduct reissue of Mingus Plays Piano. And it's still in the shrink with the hype sticker. And it's very good. And it's also feels like it's a Stoughton jacket. So all those records and more, they have much more, but these are the highlights to attract you to the auction.
Cool.
Yes.
I'm going to look to see if I can find anything to sell. But in the meantime, everybody check out my Substack. This is my latest post. I went to a place called the Hot Club of New York, and it's this guy, Matthew, and he has this beautiful mono playback chain that's, vintage. And he has this incredible collection that he inherited from some prominent New York DJs. And he just has incredible, collection. So I write about my experience going there. So go check it out. And there's pictures too.
He doesn't even pay for those advertisements of his Substack. Well, yeah, come Saturday, it'll be fun. We'll have a good time. And look, you already saw that's some choice heat right there, right? Did you see a dud in any of these records?
There's some cool stuff. I mean, you cover a lot of good labels too, like Black Saint, Soul Note. You have all the avant-garde guys like Cecil Taylor is in there. I mean, Anthony Braxton, that box, that's pretty cool.
It shows you when I go out looking for records and I like to think I find stuff that's not easy to find.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm getting them at a good deal, and hopefully people will get them in the auction for good deals. So hopefully people are looking for this. Listen, Norman.
I think one of the best things that you're going to have, if I didn't have it, is that Renee McLean on Steeplechase.
Yeah.
That is a tough record to get, and it's pretty cool. So I think
very hard to find. I've been lucky, and I think I found it 3 times.
Yeah, I found it once, so I have it. And what else did you show? You showed a bunch of cool stuff.
This record right here, man. Come on.
Oh, yeah, that Two First Cool, Andrew Hill.
And if you're not in, I don't think enough people are into Joe Harriet. So,
yeah.
Everything here. And then again, I have more. I have a lot more. So.
All right. Well, when's the auction? It's July 12th, which is Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern.
No, I don't have any gong. I do have some. I did find a lot of weird German kind of experimental krautrock stuff. But I don't think people know enough about them, and I need to figure out them. I probably have 4 or 5 of that kind of stuff. But there you go. There's some Russell. Come and watch. You might see something you like. All right, guys.
Okay.
No one knows who Fat Mattress is. Easy now. Calm down. I sent you a pic of one of them. You never heard of it. All right, everyone, have a wonderful couple days. Are you bumming tomorrow night?
Yeah, there'll be a live stream tomorrow.
Come watch the bums tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be good. I I got a bunch of stuff to show. Really cool stuff.
You know what? I'll clean the weird German shit
Look at that.
and maybe put it in the auction.
Look at that.
Oh, do you want to see what I got today for myself? I'll show what I got for myself. This is not in the auction. I found this today.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I have volume 1.
Yeah,
That's
I have
really
volume
good.
1, but I found volume 2 today.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
then-
What is that, a green label or what label
No,
is
this
that?
is the Blue Trident.
Woo! Nice.
This, I believe, is a hard to find record. I'll make myself big.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's
The
cool.
Fifth Tower, Lester Bowie. It's on Black Saint.
Yeah.
This, most Black Saints are pretty affordable that I found. This is one of the more. This is not a cheaper Black Saint.
So that record is like side 1 compared to side. Pretty much every track is like completely different than the next. It's a pretty awesome record just from like the variety that they play.
Yeah. Well, I will listen to it after this.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, take care. I'll clean the black, the weird German shit, and maybe put it in the auction. Okay.
Any classical?
No, I rather do a regular classical auction. I've been picking up a lot of classical lately.
Okay.
So I'll probably do standalone because there's just not enough people, I think, care for it in the regular auction.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Take care, everyone. See you later.